Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Melvor Idle. This is a free-to-play game that I'm currently playing on my iPhone. You can purchase it on Steam for about $10. What's the difference between the two? Honestly, not much. No, seriously, I'm quoting the developer here on the Steam forums. He says, honestly, not much. However, Steam comes with achievements, no advertisements, and no throttling that the browser enforces. So, what is Melvor Idle? Well, it's a very unattractive idle game that's pretty, I don't know, it's addicting. Even though the game isn't all that pretty to look at, it's actually quite fun because there's a lot of mechanics that isn't typical of a standard idle game. I'm going to go ahead and take you through this manually right now. I'm going to go ahead and just load my local save. There is cloud saving as well, and from my understanding, you can swap between cloud save on your phone and the Steam version if you so choose to. Alright, so welcome back. There's no penalty as far as I can tell for leaving your phone just running. I believe you're limited to 12 hours though. I was rune crafting while I was away, and I've earned all of these things. So let's just go ahead. Hit OK, and I'll go ahead and take you through this because I think the biggest challenge of this game is learning the interface and navigating everything. Like, again, you're going to be frustrated, I think, here, trying to figure out what everything is. So in the very top left, there was a button. I'll go ahead and come back to it. Okay, on the top left, I'm tapping that. Okay, there's no mouse for you to follow, so I got to tell you what I'm doing. So there's a shop on the very top, and this is where you can go to spend your money. If you want an extra bank slot, there's an auto-eat feature that's mainly for combat. So if you're in combat and you drop to 0 health, you will auto-eat and restore some health. That way you don't have to manually watch over the thing all the time. Extra equipment sets, multi-tree, cooking upgrades. You can buy better axes, fishing rods, rune pickaxe. There's various things that you could buy at the bank in order to make your life easier, as is typical of a idle game. Your bank is where you go to store stuff. On the very top it says bank space used 57 out of 65. You start with, I think, 12 slots, but again, you can go to the shop and buy more if you want. And then there's different ways to filter this, but I don't really have a filter system or sort system. You can store your wood, your ores, your bars, any gems that you might have picked up, seeds for farming, various loots from drops. You'll get these XP tokens on occasion. I'll go ahead and tap on that one there. Mastery token, Firemaking. I'll go ahead and just claim these tokens. I could sell them if I want to, but I'll claim them, and that gives me a mastery pool XP increase. Same thing with this mining one. If you continue just doing an activity, you'll earn these tokens, and then you just claim them and earn some extra XP. So there's that. I have tons of runes right now. Okay, right now I'm crafting, looks like air runes, but I'll get to why I'm doing that. Alright, so back to the top left again. Now there's a combat, which I'll come back to. Okay, it doesn't matter which one you tap on here, you'll go to the same place. But on the very right are the numbers that you want to pay attention to. It says 21 out of 99, 1 out of 99, so on. You want to increase those. But going to non-combat, there's woodcutting. If I tap on woodcutting, again, you're going to be typically, in all of your non-combat activities, you're going to be starting off on the very lowest rung, like cutting a normal tree, for example. And then when you do that enough, you gain XP, and then you gain the ability to cut a better tree, which gives you, different kinds of wood for more XP, that kind of thing. But wood cutting allows you to, you can use wood in various places. So let's go back. So now we're at fishing. Okay, so here's fishing. This is another thing you could do. Again, you typically start with the ability to fish for raw shrimp, and then you eventually are able to start fishing for other things as well. If I scroll down, there's the Trench of Despair, there's raw blowfish. I could try and fish for raw trout, raw salmon. Again, not the most graphically attractive game there is. Unlocked at level 50 fishing is whatever this is. I can't fish it yet, but if I want to fish, I just click on raw trout on the right, start fishing. And now I changed my rune gathering to fishing, and I'll start gaining fish of that particular type. And there it goes. On the very bottom, you can see I'm starting to bring in that particular fish. It'll be added to my bank at some point. All right, so let's go to firemaking. I can select the logs. This is where the wood cutting comes in. I can use the logs that I'm gaining from wood cutting and just burn wood. The reason I'm doing that is so I can earn coal, and coal is needed for mining, actually smithing. You use coal in conjunction with certain ores in order to make bars. There's also a bonfire status. You can give up 10 wood to give yourself an XP boost. So if I hit light bonfire and then burn, well, I probably should have selected my log first. Let's do teak logs, and we'll hit burn, and now light bonfire. So now a blue bar will shrink under light bonfire, but I'm earning extra XP on the very bottom. It says bonfire status active, fire making XP bonus when active 20%. So yes, I'm earning coal basically doing this. On the very bottom, there's a little ore that pops up, says +1. All right, so I'm burning wood at the moment. Cooking, and again, you can only do one thing at a time. Cooking, so I can come here and I can cook food, and this is necessary for combat typically. Active cook, passive cook. So let's go down here. Pot required, collect from stockpile. Okay, typically I play the game in landscape, so but typically you come here to, let's go ahead and select a recipe. There's the shrimp that you can collect from fishing. Sometimes you'll earn beef from slaughtering cows in combat, sardine from fishing, herring from fishing. I'll just go ahead and select this sardine. And do I have enough? No, I don't have any sardines. Let's go ahead and do another recipe. Do I have any raw shrimp? I do not. On the left it says 0 raw shrimp. I don't think I have anything right now. Do I have beef? Requires 1. Okay, you know what? Oh yeah, I have 47 on the bottom there, so I'll go ahead and just hit active cook. And now I'm cooking beef. Okay, so I'm doing that. Mining. This is where I make the most of my money. On the very top you see 88 out of 99 level. You start with just copper or rune essence, and then you move down to tin, iron, coal, silver, gold, mithril. I'm all the way down to ruinite at the moment, runite. And then I just either sell the ore or I smelt it, then I sell the bars, and I make a ton of money. So I'll just go ahead and just do, say, there we go. So now I'm mining that. Again, typical game. There's smithing. This is where you can go to create bars or gear for yourself for combat. So if I tap on bars, I can make bronze, steel, silver. Again, typically I would need coal. So I think that's iron ore and coal, and that makes steel bars. I got a lot of those, so I really don't need to do that right now. But you unlock more recipes to smelt as you continue on leveling up your character. Thieving, I have not done thieving yet. So that's something I really can't advise you on. But from my understanding, you get to steal from people. But there is some sort of permadeath mechanic going on here that I'm a little concerned about. It says continue thieving on stun. I believe that means that if you do get stunned from being caught and you continue thieving, you could permadeath lose your character. So I'm sort of staying away from thieving for right now until I fully understand what's going on. Farming, this is where you can go to take seeds that you've found to just, plant a seed. I'll go ahead and tap plant a seed. I'll tap on onion seeds and hit plant. You can also use compost that you might have. I don't have any right now. Onion, and apparently my work clock. Yes, insomnia. Don't get insomnia, folks. Cabbage, plant seed, plant, cabbage. All right, so tomato. All right, so basically I'm planting a bunch of stuff right now. Thank you. I appreciate that Taco is now online and streaming. Thank you, phone. Okay, so fletching is... I'm not going to take you through every single one. Fletching, you make arrows there. Crafting... let's see, crafting. You can make leather armor, dragon hide, rings, necklaces, bags. Further down, herbs, agility, summoning, alt magic. These are things I have not really touched on yet. There's a Goblin Raid minigame, which it's a public test thing right now. I have not gone into it. I should mention that this game is still early access, alpha version. There's various other things like masteries, milestones, achievements, that kind of thing. Wiki, in case you want to learn stuff. Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Combat, getting back to that. You can browse combat areas down here. Let's say I want to earn seeds so I can farm. Go to the farmlands. I think it's the junior farmer. Let's just tap on drops for the moment. See what he's got. Yeah, I can earn potentially seeds from him. He always drops bones, but he might drop some seeds. I'll use those seeds to then go to farming and do that. So there are some things here that, I may want to... Let's go ahead and fight this adult farmer. And the weird thing about fighting is that you are consistently... Let's go ahead and show high player information. The weird thing about fighting is that you can only pick one attack style at a time. Stab, slash, or block. Doing one increases your stat in that particular area. And increasing your stat in that area... here's this. Toggle skill progress. So I'm at 21 out of 99 slash... 21 and 99 arm, I think that's strength and so on. Upgrading those allows you to equip certain armor's slots. So this upgrading the slash part or the strength part, I think, is more weapon. It allows you to equip more weapons. The slash or the shield there, I think, allows you to equip better armor. So you start off being able to equip bronze armors or copper armor or something. And then you move on to silver, then gold, then mithril, and so on. I think right now I'm on mithril, I think. So on the very bottom right is my current health. And I can eat a fish in order to... I can equip things from the bank. That's the annoying part of this game. If I want to equip something, I cannot do it from here. I have to go to my bank, tap on it, hit equip, and then it'll show up here. If I tap on a slot here, like that shirt, it says empty, or that necklace, I can't equip it from here. It does not pull up all the things I have in my bank. If I tap on something from here, like my sword, it removes it. And I have to go back to my bank and re-equip it. Very annoying. So I'll just hit tap to eat real quick. I can run, view monster drops, and so on. Let's go ahead and loot, collect there. Strength is now 22. So that's combat. You're just gonna... combat does not persist while you are offline. I don't know if there's an upgrade for that at some point or not, but if you're gonna go offline, typically you want to do non-combat stuff. That way you continue earning when you're offline. Combat you have to be online for, as far as I can tell. I've been playing this for several hours now. So, again, the way the interface is designed, it's not exactly the most user-friendly interface, and it's not great for learning, honestly. This is something... I've had to look up several things, because I'm like, well, how do I earn this? Or, why am I earning this? Or, why would I want to try and level this up? How do I equip this? How do I get a familiar? That kind of thing. So it's not bad. It says early access. It's in alpha right now. I'm hoping that this game gets better over time. I'll still continue playing it. I was hoping that the Steam version offered something a bit more than just Steam achievements and no advertisements. I have not seen a single advertisement yet. So I don't know what the developer means by that. Maybe there's a way to... Maybe I'm getting interrupted by ads, but I never see any ads. So I'm not exactly sure what the developer means by no advertisements. But anyway, so that's a quick look at Melvor Idle. Again, if you're playing an idle game because you like the looks of it, and you want to play like an attractive idle game, this is not it. This is one of those quote-unquote spreadsheet idle games where it's all numbers, it's ugly as hell. But, you play it because you're addicted to watching numbers grow. If that's your thing, then I would say check this out. Otherwise, I would look for something a bit more pretty. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.